We're live, boys and girls, because a lot of wisdom was just falling to the ground without anybody hearing it in the backstage. So we decided to bring our wisdom to you people in the public. John?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Speed was telling us how you should never use lava soap to wash your hands before masturbating.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? Lava? What?
Lava. Yeah.
Yeah, don't use lava soap to wash your hands before you masturbate.
Nope. Don't do it.
Ouch.
It's got grit. It's got grit.
That hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, and then, the other thing I was thinking before we went live is this is what now? This is the second day now that the rush has been dead.
Oh. Yeah, the second day the Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, I just wanted to say flowers smell better, food tastes better.
Okay. I only know Rush Limbaugh from his appearances in media and Family Guy. Was he this bad or that bad?
He was
a dick.
crafty.
Yeah, he was a dick, but from what Speed has said about the changes over the course of his life, I would imagine that at some point in Speed's life, he was a fan of Rush Limbaugh.
I was a fan of Rush Limbaugh's. I listened to him every single day in the 90s. And just lapped that stuff up, and he started to change. He started to change the nature of who I was. And you got to be careful. I mean, if you start listening to a certain thing over and over again, it can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, go ahead.
Well, it didn't help that I was making money, and when you don't have money, and then you start making a lot of money, and then you look at the the government taking 40-50% of your money out of your, when you start writing really big checks to the IRS, it's pretty easy to start to look at the hole instead of the donut.
Mm-hmm.
And not look at the fact that I had more than enough fucking money for myself and my family, and far more than I ever deserved. And instead, I chose to look at, oh my God, look how much they are taking from me. And when you start thinking that way, so all you got to do is, instead of looking at your gross income, look at your net and say, oh, that's my income. That I think they sell income badly in this country. They should never talk about your gross. Like, when you get a job, they should hire you based on net. They say, here's what you're going to make. Okay. Instead, they give you this gross number, right? And then you get your first check, and it's like, oh, where the fuck's the rest of my money?
Well, I mean, and the people that bitch about, personal entitlements, like Social Security disability, helping poor people, all this shit. But then you compare that to fucking corporate welfare, and there's no comparison. I mean, so Social Security, of course, for retired people, that's basically its own thing. I mean, that's a big chunk of the budget, but that's taking care of all the retirees, and that's money that they put in their whole working career, and they don't do it that way. Like, if they would take the money and they would put it aside and maybe like invest it in some, very safe kind of investments, then it would be self-sufficient. But they rape that fund and use the money for other shit, and then they have it so that the people that are putting in taxes now are paying for the people on retirement. I mean, that's ridiculous. But everybody bitches about all that shit to help people. But then you never hear anybody saying, well, why didn't Amazon pay any taxes last year?
Yeah, I was never that kind of dick, because I came from extreme poverty, and I always understood the need for, welfare and a basic income and all that. I hated Social Security, though, until I started living on it.
I mean, I live on it now, and I shouldn't talk about it. Shouldn't badmouth it on air.
Nope. It ain't a lot. It ain't a lot. And I'll tell you, they fucking nail you on everything. Oh God, don't get me started. They actually charge you, like, I'm paying $550 a month for Medicare. for.
I thought it was free. It was supposed to be free anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be free, and then they started charging me 134, and then they got my first year's my first tax returns, and they jacked it up to 550 a month.
I mean, welfare was never supposed to be like a long-term thing. At least it was just supposed to be for you get your feet, you get back up on your feet, and then you get off it. But of course, now since we have so many people on welfare who are disabled and retired,
I sense a little fight.
What does that mean?
what?
He just put it on a screen and took it away before anybody except like some speed reader could have wrote it.
I didn't.
I thought you were asking me.
John.
I thought you were asking. Never mind. Go ahead.
I was trying to hide it from you, John, because I know you read slow, so I didn't want you to see it, but you could probably see it in chat. Fight. You two are.
Yeah, John's like, are you brain damaged after assisting my debate with Brown? How did I assisting? I was only there for like a little bit assisting. How did I assist your debate, Altangelo?
Oh my God.
I don't know what that means.
So anyway,
you must have typed the wrong word or something.
What's happening out there? I don't know what SFT did last night. I'm not sure if I give a goddamn. But James Tour he's done like 2 more episodes of his anti-abiogenesis campaign. I only watched the first one. It is crap. And now he did an interview with John Sanford. And I listened to John Sanford for a while. And I do not have a very good opinion of John Sanford. I had a better opinion of him before listening to some of his reasoning. And I'm about 30 minutes into it. But anyway, that's on James Tour's channel, where James Tour, he could become the next Rush Limbaugh. Because it's interesting. James Tour spends 5 minutes explaining how great he is. And then he spends another 5 minutes explaining why he's a Christian and how he saw Jesus. And then he gets John Sanford on and he spends 5 minutes explaining how great and brilliant John Sanford is and how we should listen to these people out of authority. But then when you listen to James Tour, he kind of sounds like Anthony Maurice. He actually sounds that thick. And so far, I have not seen anything really compelling. I don't think he really digs into abiogenesis at all. He just sort of skims across the top and uses his status, in the chemistry field, which is quite high. He's quite respected. As he uses that as an argument, and he never actually makes an argument.
So he just skims papers like Otangelo does?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, he actually put one up just like SFT and then didn't really talk about the paper at all. He just got a point from it, And Scott, I finally finished that Saul Cordova video where with Emery Moyna or whatever, yucking it up over this paper, What's Wrong with Evolution.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
After I got done with it, I wanted to do a review of it when I was about halfway into it. But after I got done with it, I'm not sure if I can stand it.
It is kind of
go ahead.
What do you say, Scott?
It is kind of annoying and childish.
Really fucking annoying. Yeah, it's just very annoying. Anyway.
So, Otangelo, rather than engage Speed on that from the live chat, why don't you just come in here?
Yeah, hang on. I got to say something to Otangelo. Come on, big boy. Well, no. Well, you put the link out there, so he's going to come eventually. Come on, big boy.
No, I don't want him today. I'd like to have something a little different today.
All right, then. Well, if he comes into the stream, then kick him out. I don't know. You put the link.
No, I'll just leave him in the back room.
Well, fair enough. Whatever.
Because he has 30 new arguments why biogenesis doesn't work. He just said so in the chat.
He has 30 new arguments. Jesus.
30 new ones.
I want to go ahead and show the people all the secrets behind our great production values. Let them know what it's like behind the scenes here at Answers in Atheism Central. Can you share my screen?
I can. Oh, cool. So you got to.
Yeah, there we are.
So you got the cam working.
Yeah, that's our whole team of support staff and production writers, bringing you the kind of quality you're used to and that you deserve.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
People-
right.
people
That's
think
the
we can just-
JPL lab.
Okay, this is the whole team.
Right.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Hey, there's Frank over there. Hey, Frank.
Yeah,
Frank and I, we get together in the break room.
Which one's immutable?
oh no, he's late. He's not there yet.
He's kind of antisocial. He just kind of hangs out in the stairwell.
He's still walking in the mall. He didn't get
Yeah,
out.
walking in the mall. Yeah.
He'll never live that down.
You people think we
yeah.
can just put these shows together and that and now you get some idea what goes into them.
I know.
Then you got to fucking call the host 20 minutes before showtime and wake his ass up. Guy did that.
That's the speed hotline.
Yeah, it's like I fucking I noticed at 2:35 my time. No notification yet for the weather report, and it's like text Speed. Hey, no show today. He's like
Impatient.
Oh, I was asleep. Jeez.
Like, little impatient, John. I had the alarm set. I was getting up, but no. I want to link right now. It's like, Jesus, a half an hour early? What the fuck?
Well, no, but you usually you get that half-hour notification before the show, and I didn't see it. So,
Oh, well, that's when I'm ambitious. I
do want to point out though, Tangelo. I don't know how big your screen is, but I was wondering if you could read my name today. It's in honor of you, Tangelo. Oh, he saw. Okay, I see. I spoke too soon. He did see it. He puts, John, how are you better than my God, and based on what standard?
Wait, I can answer that. Otangelo, John exists.
Yeah.
If you want to get a rating, the first thing you got to do is show up to existence, and your God can't even do that shit. Your God can't even handle making an appearance.
And you know what else, Otangelo? You know what else, Otangelo? I never drowned one baby in my life.
Yeah. How many did God drown?
Oh, man. I don't even know what the world population would have been estimated at back then, but what do you figure? Maybe there had to be 1 million people on the planet anyway, right?
Breeding like rabbits, according to SFT. They were just like popping them out every 9 months. Like women were having like 30, 40 children,
I mean, I can understand that because what was there to do back then but fuck?
What's there to do now with the pandemic? People are fucked too, right now.
Did you just call it a plandemic?
No, a pandemic.
Oh, new conspiracy theory. All right, the plan.
I have a conspiracy theory. Oh, I probably shouldn't say this, but
well, I mean, if you want to get, you know what, I don't want to get, Steve's channel fly for spreading misinformation and conspiracy theories about.
I'll get another goddamn, notice.
Yeah, you fucking have a stream laughing at flat earthers, and then you get the fucking notification on your screen. A flat Earth is a whatever it says. Otangelo says, "How do you know that the material world is all there is?" ? Christ appeared. Period. Like what is that? Isn't that a non? Is that a non sequitur?
What the fuck is he saying?
No, hold on. I want to know, how do I know? How do I know the material world is all that exists? Because people like you exist, Otangelo. No God would ever create a world with you in it.
No. Well, material shows up.
Okay, if that was too far, sorry. I was just having a little fun.
I was going to go too far. I was thinking about they said that Eve had like 30 or 40 children. And my next thought was, and I have Tourette's, so forgive me. That's why sheep were so popular.
God damn. Fuck.
I couldn't fucking help that. That just rolled around in my brain.
Wait a minute.
What?
Is that where the phrase came from?
What?
Counting sheep? It was like counting the sheep that you fucked?
Yeah. It's biblical. And minnows go to sleep after, so you count so many sheep. It's like, okay, I did that one, I did that one, I did that one. God, I'm tired. I need a nap.
Yeah, that was really bad.
What the fuck? Hey, Minivo, get your ass in here. Stop walking in the mall. Oh, wait, you can't. It's snowing.
Oh, yeah. Is it snowing in Florida, too?
Immutable's in Florida, isn't he?
Yes,
Is it snowing down there?
probably.
Man,
Uh,
is it snowing in New Zealand or Australia, wherever Ian is? Probably is. Everything's snowing.
I was going to try to take this show up a notch or two today, and I just got him. Are we failing?
Isn't it amazing? He says Christ appeared, but there are no eyewitnesses to such an event.
Yeah.
Allegedly, there's the 12 disciples.
Yeah, hey, Altangelo picks or it didn't happen.
Oh, let's see. So what else is going on? Dessel Drace did a video on his channel pushing back on Erica and Dapper Dino on popper and falsification in science. And it was pretty interesting.
That does sound interesting.
There's a little fight going on there. Fight. Atheist fight. Little atheist fight is good.
Well, not everybody.
Erica's not an atheist.
What's that?
Erica's not an atheist.
Well, she's an egg, and Dapper Dino won't tell you anything. So, but I don't know.
But not everybody subscribes to Karl Popper and his logical positivism. Is that what they called it?
Is that what it was?
I think Dapper Dino's got is Steve McRae.
Falsification is what Popper was into. But I always found the whole it ain't okay. It isn't science unless it can be falsified or you have falsification criteria. I always thought that was that made science kind of stodgy and stiff and stupid.
Wow, Tangelo, you are a scumbag, dude.
What do you say?
Holy shit! It's spooky.
No, because Speed just got done saying Dapper won't tell you, and then Otangelo posts in the chat, Dapper is an atheist. He told it to me offline.
Oh my God, Otangelo. What Dapper wouldn't even admit to me what he was. He said he just doesn't talk about it, and I really doubt he told you that. And if he did, keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he's a scumbag. He's like telling shit that was told to him in confidence.
Strange sense of boundaries, some of these Christians.
And Altangelo's going to question my ethical framework. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that chat is out of there.
So is anybody excited about this Mars rover landing?
Yes.
Yeah. How close? Oh, it's that far away yet?
No, they've been streaming about it today. I think it already landed, didn't it?
I thought it was going to be more like 550, but I'm thinking that there should start getting the signals back and stuff pretty soon, but I haven't seen a timeline. Which is great stuff.
Fucking, he says no confidence. He's saying he didn't break no confidence. He just does not say it publicly. So you took it upon yourself to say it publicly for him? You fuck scumbag? Yeah.
Doesn't get it, does he?
No, he doesn't get much, does he?
Otangelo made a mistake. So Otangelo, just don't make that mistake again.
That's right.
Stop.
What? So he made a mistake the second time too, where he's saying he didn't break confidence.
Yeah, well, he's trying to cover up for his mistake because he's a Christian. He can't admit that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
So I guess they're switching from antenna to antenna. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
Because they were using that M20 a few frames ago.
Well, so what's the deal? It's close, and they estimate.
Yeah, it's going to land, and we should get the feed from the camera as it lands.
Are they going to bounce this one down?
They have some sort of, they call it a crane, but I think it basically fires something like thrusters to slow the descent. Maybe somebody in the side chat can explain more specifically how it's done.
Isn't that like messaging failure there? So now all the conspiracy theorists who don't believe space is a thing are saying, yeah, see, they said they put the rover down with a crane. How do you put it down with a crane?
It's just in a warehouse. It's in a very, very tall warehouse out in the desert.
Otangelo asked a question here. Who told me? Nobody told me, Otangelo. You just showed it to me. You just demonstrated that you can't own up to making a mistake. Oh, Jesus.
Owning up to a mistake would have been, oh, I see what you guys are saying. You're right. I shouldn't have said anything. He told me that in confidence. But no, that's not what she said.
Yeah, that's how you make an apology. And then you remove your post. You don't make the moderator do it for you.
Steve McLeod says Otangelo is an honorable man.
Yeah. I don't know who Steve McLeod is exactly.
I don't know, but he definitely hates Steve McRae.
Yeah. So I made some progress with Danny last night, I think, on his dualism argument and his, the mind is immaterial argument. And we need to take it to another stage. After I calm down, Danny just riles me sometimes, and I got to be careful. I get passionate.
Yeah. Kids today, they know how to rile you. They know your buttons. They know the buttons.
Stay off my fucking lawn, man.
Are we absolutely sure that Danny's not like 14?
No.
I'm not sure.
Oh my God, are you accusing me of child abuse?
No, not at all.
I mean, if he is 14, then okay, that's moving on.
Well, winning an argument with a 14-year-old is child abuse.
Well, no, but never mind.
I'm just saying. I'm just defining it right up front. Let's see what else.
Steve McLeod says, "Are you using the normative definition of hate?"
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Pretty cool.
So tonight, Nakasuchi's going to be debating C.J. Cox on whether the slavery in the Bible is ethical.
Oh boy. Let me guess. C.J. Cox doesn't believe it's it. You know what? I don't know what the hell he believes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing he believes. Him and Smokey debated. Who was it? Scholar Fiction and Dr. Josh on whether the biblical flood was ethical. And of course, Schuyler brought up the fact that many a baby was drowned if that happened. And CJ said that it's okay since God did it.
Okay, then he believes in slavery is moral. And
slavery, that's what we're wondering if tonight he's going to make that same argument. It couldn't be wrong because God said it was okay.
Okay. Look, here's the thing. You want to believe in God, fine, but can you at least admit that your God is a fucking asshole and immoral? Well,
you can't get them to admit that because if just like the thing we were watching the other day when Cerberus was twisting all those guys into knots, they believe that God cannot do anything immoral. That if God does it, if God orders it, by definition, it's moral. God is what were they? They were saying God is good. That not God is good, but God is good.
Is good, yeah.
The good is God.
I like to think, that God is so perfect, goddamn, let me try again. I like to think, that God was hanging out in his own little corner of the universe or outside the universe, like, man, I'm fucking bored. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create a species of apes to play with. And that's why we're here.
So how many materialists would say, I don't believe in good and right and wrong? How many
Nobody would,
materialists?
because what Otangelo is doing is he's making the mistake of claiming that there has to be an objective standard. There doesn't have to be an objective standard.
Yeah, but that isn't
And
the
if
way you
there-
did it.
That is such a fucking straw man. I hate these fucking straw men. Oh, because if materialism is true, then there is no right and wrong. No, you moron. There is right and wrong. It's a way to survive. Obviously, obviously, if you go around killing each other, you're not gonna survive really long.
Wait a minute. Okay, if God has a right to give and take life because He's God and He made us, right? He made us, so He has a right to take life.
Oh
Well,
my god, that's so retarded.
Then don't parents have the right to decide
Exactly.
to have an abortion?
Yes,
They
exactly.
made
You know
that
what?
little critter.
Good point. Yeah, I was that's exactly what I thought when he said that.
And they can also kill their kids legally, according to these.
moral standards are ought to be's coming from above. No, they're not. There are no oughts. And Otangelo, there's no such thing as an ought when it comes to morals. Sorry, I don't believe that.
So Tangelo isn't educated enough to understand the whole argument with relativism and morality.
Nope.
Tangelo has no morals without his God. That makes him a very dangerous, psychotic individual,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Look, so according to your God's oughts, it's okay to lie. It's okay to kill homosexuals. It's okay to drown babies. It's okay to run pregnant women through with swords and bash children's head against the rocks. Yeah, that doesn't sound like objective morality to me.
Yeah. I wonder how many gun owners do you think we have in our little atheist group?
It's hard to say.
I know there's a lot more gun owners in the Christian group.
Probably, but I would say that if you were able to get the statistics on it, that it would be very close to whatever the statistics bear out for the entire population.
It wouldn't make any difference what your belief was. Yeah, probably. Anyway,
I mean, I always wanted to own a gun, but I'm legally blind, so see if I can get that fucking thing.
but I was just talking to a member of the House of Representatives.
Otangelo says maybe John should study the Bible.
I mean,
Otangelo, that's the chief reason I'm an atheist right now. Okay. The Bible has made more atheists than anything else.
Yeah.
I might have already told this on this channel, but I don't know. But I'll tell you a little story. If you guys remember, we mentioned Steve McRae earlier because Steve McLiar is in the house. But Kyle Curtis, his partner in Non Sequitur, always told the story of when he became the road that he went down to become an atheist, and he was watching like maybe an Aaron Ra video or something like that, and somebody had mentioned about the slavery in the Bible, and Kyle's initial reaction, he was a Christian at the time. He was, well, nah, there's no slavery in the Bible. But you guys are crazy. And but then he went and he found it because they'd given the verses for some of the stuff, and he went and found it in the Bible and read up on it, and that was the beginning of the end right there for Kyle Curtis of being a Christian. And not too long after that, he was an atheist based on reading what your God, sanctions in the Bible.
Okay, Dapper Dino, you're here.
Hey, I was taking a quick
Dapper,
break.
how are you?
Doing all right. I'm taking a quick break from editing my a video. So I heard there was some discussion specifically about me in the chat somewhere, and I just want to say that is a thing that never was told to anyone. And if anyone, and we'll just say it, Otangelo claims I told him I was an atheist in private. Didn't happen. If he misinterpreted it as that, then I'm sorry. And second, I'm going to repeat. Not the kind of thing you tell people is something that someone told you in private.
Right. Good.
So I'm going to expect some kind of apology because that's not a thing that you do. Plus, as far as I'm concerned right now, it's not just a mistake. It sounds like a lie. So Otangelo, I look forward to your mea culpa, and I have to get back to video editing. But I do like.
But Dapper, how could Otangelo have done anything like that? He has the objective morality of God.
Well, you know what? Christians tend to say that they themselves are not perfect and that they make mistakes on morality. So maybe this is one of those times. I rarely hear Christians claim to be.
He just posted no lie. He said, "Okay, sorry, no lie."
I need to talk to Dapper here for a minute. If he made a mistake, he should have admitted it. He didn't admit it. He tried to make an excuse for it. But anyway, Dapper, did you see Dessel Drace's video?
I did not.
Okay, he did a video about what you and Erica were doing about philosophy of science, and it was really quite well done and thoughtful.
Oh, I'll take a look at it then.
Yeah, it's on. I think his channel is Dessel Drace. Are you aware of his channel? He very few subscribers. I can send you a link.
Yes, I mean, like I know that it exists. I haven't seen a whole lot of what's on there.
He did a really well thought out, well laid out video. Okay. I've watched half of it so far. I didn't have time to get through it all, but it looks pretty good, and it looks like a pretty interesting topic for. And Dessel is he's wonderful. So
and Dapper, there is an admission of guilt in the chat right now from OG.
Oh, there is? Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Otangelo. I appreciate that.
But he says no lie. He
must have misunderstood. I mean, misunderstanding is a possibility. Yep. It seems hard for me to accept that, but then again, English is not the first language, so misunderstanding.
I'm not saying an apology.
Oh no, it says sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I see it.
And I think that maybe he was saying no lie in reference to what's above it. Okay, sorry, like no lie. Oh. I'm actually apologizing.
Either way, neither one is something I would have like. Either he's saying, "Oh, sorry, no lie about being sorry," or he wasn't intending to lie when he said that. I don't know either way. Either way, I'm okay with it. But yeah, it is the sort of thing that you should be careful with. So yeah.
So we got to teach people how to make apologies. It's like I did something wrong. I feel very badly about having done something wrong. I will correct my behavior in the future. I will try never to do that to you again, and I'm very sorry. That is an apology. I'm sorry it wasn't a lie. That's, offhand, that's not a real apology. Real apologies are a little more heartfelt than that.
Yeah.
And real apologies always come with, I will do my very best never to do this to you again.
Well, I assume that apologies come with that implicitly. And then when I see people continuing to do it, that's when I stop forgiving them because they're not actually apologizing. They're just performing some kind of ceremony to make me feel better. So as far as I'm concerned, the fact that Otangelo hasn't explicitly stated his intent to never do that again, I don't mind. But if he does keep doing it, then that will be something that affects any interactions he and I have going forward.
Well, he said I'm not in a position to tell him how to respond. Well, young whippersnapper,
he was trying. Otangelo, he was trying to help you.
I am your senior. I will tell you how the fuck to behave.
Well, guys, as Erica pointed out recently, Otangelo's been corrected on many things with regards to science, and then goes on the very next day to saying the same inaccurate things. So I would say, Dapper, there's a good chance he'll do it to you.
Oh, that may well be, but I will. As far as I know, this is the first time I've needed an apology from Otangelo, and he's given it, and I will give him every chance I would give anyone else to act on it, and I'm gonna with reserve judgment on that, because you know what, your behavior in terms of ethics and your behavior in terms of science do not always closely align. There are plenty of very evil, very scientific people, and there are plenty of really great people who don't know a darn thing about science. So,
yep.
But I do have to get back to editing the video. Thanks for letting me jump in. I was actually alerted about this in several locations. People apparently are looking out, so I appreciate that, everyone.
Thank you for clearing that up, because you wouldn't say that to me, so I was surprised that you had said it to him. So
I definitely did not say that. But like I said, misunderstandings happen. I think what might have ended up happening, and I don't remember the conversation, so this isn't me offering an explanation, but a possibility might be said something. I might have said something like, if I believe in God, or if I believed in God, then, which you can take to mean I don't, but if I did, and I would have used it in that sense of being like, I'm not saying, but if I do, then this is the position I might take.
Right.
So that might have been misconstrued. And
Thanks
if
for
that's the
clearing it
case,
up.
then that's a perfectly reasonable misunderstanding. But it shouldn't be made public without at least confirming that it's okay with me. And again, apology has been offered, and so far I'm accepting it. And assuming that there isn't a repeat, then we're good.
You take care.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm gonna keep working on something about thylacines. So
Awesome.
Yeah. AIG decided to be stupid about thylacines.
Are you surprised?
Oh, I mean, they're stupid about everything. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me count the ways. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, apparently, I told a lie about Otangelo.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what he says. No, I'm lying about him. He says.
Attention, everybody lies about you. I'm joking, obviously.
I think he thinks me saying that he's been corrected many times on things about science, and then goes on to say the same things the next day after he's corrected.
Rawr. Well, boys and girls, what's next?
So what is this we're watching on screen?
Well, it's not doing anything. Is that moving at all? So is that really that far from the planet yet?
Well, that's a graphic. That's not.
Yeah, this is a graphic representation.
Well, but they try to track where it is. So
right.
Really...
Well, doesn't it? When they send something like that, doesn't it have to orbit the planet several times before it actually makes its approach?
Yeah, I'm sure it's been orbiting for quite a while.
Did you see Ian Chen? They flashed him from our production.
Yeah, that's Ian hard at work.
Yeah,
he probably has little Victoria down in the child care center.
Probably under his desk.
Yeah, probably under his desk. Yeah, it's not safer that way, you know.
Hey, can you give me just a minute? Yeah. So Otangelo's telling me to shut up. So usually when somebody like Otangelo tells me to shut up, the last thing I'll do is shut up. I've admitted many times, Otangelo, that I don't know a lot about a lot of the terminology used, but that you use. But that doesn't mean I don't know about science. It also doesn't mean that I can't trust the people that I do know that know about science. And the thing is several of them have told me that, yeah, you don't really know about science, John, but you seem to be able to come to the right conclusions. I come to more correct conclusions than you do, Otangelo. So, you can tell me to shut up. You can say I don't know about science. I've readily admitted that myself many, many times. And keep telling me to shut up, because the last thing I'll do is shut up.
I got to text my kid.
Oh, Doubting Thomas says 7 minutes. 7 minutes for landing, I presume.
Oh.
So
what is this new rover going to do? What are its capabilities?
Well, it has a drone with it. And so once it lets go of the drone in a few days, the drone will fly up and kind of go ahead of it, so it can on the ground plot its course around things that might damage it or be a little too hard to get around. It's going to take samples of the soil and hold on to them until a future mission can come and obtain them, like another rover, and then send it up to a waiting, I'll say ship, but I don't mean like a manned ship. I just mean a observatory or whatever, and then fly them back to the Earth for testing.
Is Curiosity still on the planet?
Oh yeah.
One of them shut down, right? And the other one still is. The other one still hungering around?
I don't think it's doing much. Those things get covered with dust.
Yeah.
And so
wouldn't it be cool?
It's hard to get power.
Yeah.
But they did last a lot longer than they thought they were.
They did. Now this one has some sort of nuclear battery that's supposed to last 14 years. So they're not using solar on this one.
So Icarus asks the deepest questions. What are you talking about, Stephanie?
No, you know what would be fun? You know what would be?
We're up in space.
Yeah.
Do we ever know what Stephanie's talking about?
Nope.
And every one of her posts leaves us hanging. Strange things happen on the way to absolute zero. ...
Dun, dun, dun.
They do. They do.
Dun, dun, dun.
That sounds like a great tagline for a movie.
Strange things happen on the way to absolute zero.
Yeah.
That would
No,
be-
it sounds like a great tag. You know, it sounds like a great title for an anime. Because usually anime and manga have like the longest titles. All right, no one here watches anime.
Matter is no more. What? Matter is no more, Stephanie Trenton says. I guess everything's energy now.
I mean, you know what? Never mind.
Well, things do acquire strange properties the closer you get to absolute zero. So I would call it strange.
Oh, you know what? That's my new nickname for Otangelo.
What?
Strange?
Absolute zero.
Oh,
No.
there you go.
You think these things work? Oh yeah.
I like that little
Look at
symbol going across the
look at
screen.
Look at Otangelo. So you just trust them, he says. Thanks for your admittance, John. He says, LOL, just precious. Do machines self-assemble?
Apparently so.
Oh, D'Angelo, you still don't get it.
Yeah, my doctor told me my blood pressure was high, and I didn't just trust him. I went out in the parking lot and I asked a few Christians to give me an opinion what they think, and then I got on YouTube and I asked, and I went on a few shows and I asked them, "What do you think about blood pressure?" I'm not just going to trust scientists.
Did you get anybody to pour olive oil over your head and pray with you?
No shit, they poured all kinds of shit on me.
What did I find? Activists suggest paying criminals not to kill. Sorry, activists suggest paying criminals not to kill to cut Baltimore crime rate. Yeah, like that's gonna work.
Oh, well, that might work. That might work.
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute. What is that? What is it? What was that, though? They're doing what?
No. Activists suggest paying criminals not to kill to cut Baltimore crime rate.
They did some kind of a test on something like that, and I think they found out it worked. It actually fucking worked. I mean, like you can imagine that, like those drug cartels where they're all murdering people. If the drug cartels got some sort of government, favors because they had the lowest murder rate, they'd get them to start competing with each other so that they didn't kill so much, right? Like incentive plans for criminals. What the fuck?
I mean,
man?
the cartels are run by the CIA anyway, so
Yeah,
it's like they're already in the government pocket.
They
Does
get a
anybody-
break on their insurance or something, or get special parking places if they were the top cartel or the lowest cartel murder rate. Or we could extend that.
Or would it give them green stamps or something?
If you're a drug dealer in the U.S. and you haven't murdered anybody in 10 years, you get a special low insurance rates.
Well,
and you get your own parking spot.
Here's an unpopular opinion about like the drug cartels and gangs in general. I've thought for a long time, and you'll say, "What, John? We thought you were a progressive liberal." I've thought for a long time that when it comes to gang violence and drug cartel violence in the country, that they should be declared enemy combatants, and that the SEAL team should be sent in to just wipe them out.
Yeah, they kind of are. But another way to handle that problem is to make all those drugs freely available for very, very low prices at pharmacies. And that would end the cartels. It would end the drug dealers. It would collapse a $50 billion or $100 billion industry instantly. And I wonder if that would impact our economy if all of a sudden.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
That'd probably kill us, right?
No,
Well,
because
well,
even if they set the prices very low, it would still buoy the economy because,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
because we'd stop shipping money to South America, and were they actually like there was one cartel that had a problem that rats were eating like $7 million a day because he had all his money stored in a big warehouse. That's our money. But I think you should be able to go down to the local pharmacy and buy a pound of pharmaceutical grade methadone or methamphetamine hydrochloride for $10 and go home. You know, you buy with food stamps even, and go home and have yourself a good time. And I'll bet you any money that within 3 months, 90% of drug people would be in treatment, and 3% of them would be dead. Of course, we have to take some losses, but 90% of them would check themselves into a treatment center and say, "I need fucking help me, I can't do this anymore."
Doubting Thomas says 5.3 kilometers per second, 120 kilometers above the surface.
Ooh. Oh, they got a little countdown thing there. Or they got a little, I can't read it. What the fuck? Why can't I read it?
What? All the little meters at the bottom?
Little meters at the bottom, yeah. Trying to make the meters
Here, I'm
bigger.
going full screen. I'll see if I can read them. All right, so it says altitude 16.744 or 16.46. Oh man, and they just took it off the screen. Just as
Oh, there's John.
fuckers.
Is that you, John?
What?
In
Yeah,
the front of our
bald guy?
production, in the front of our production studio, the bald guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm right now. I'm online with Otangelo, telling him
You're
what
writing Otangelo. You're taking notes on Otangelo. Is that?
Yeah.
Yep.
He had the audacity to ask me, "What is it I'm getting wrong, John?" I don't know. I think on this channel alone, you've only been told 10,000 times they're not literal machines, you dumbass. And then it says, okay, so 16.20 kilometers altitude, 4.63 Mach it is traveling at, speed 1,008.68 miles per second, or maybe it's kilometers, and they took it away again.
Oh my God. It's tilting. It's tilting. No, it's tilting back. It's wobbling. Oh, if this thing crashes, I'm going to be kind of bummed for the day.
Well, we won't see it. We won't see it until 7 minutes after it happens. So
yeah. Yep.
Because the last one is can't read the word at the top. 389.72 something.
Is that 15 kilometers? That's
15 kilometers above the surface.
oh my God! Isn't that a structure from Aliens that they're landing on there? I saw an alien structure.
I'm sure there's pyramids and aliens all over that thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, this time when we landed, there are going to be all these aliens on the surface who previously lived underground saying, "Will you stop fucking dropping shit on our ceiling?"
Oh, so Doubting Thomas says he thinks they're in the blackout period right now, and that touchdown will be actual touchdown.
Did Demeter not school you on that?
On what?
I don't know what he schooled you on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember interacting too much with Demeter, except to
Proteins digest food and fight infections and cancer? They are in fact nanomachines. James Tour designed them. You think James Tour worked with God to design those nanomachines?
Wait a minute. Does Otangelo think Demeter, when he was interacting with Demeter, that Demeter was agreeing with him that cells are literal machines or fact? I don't remember that conversation going that way, Otangelo. That's crazy. That's what you believe. If you believe that was the content of that conversation you had with him, that he was agreeing with you, you got to study on your.
Well, one of the guys clapping, so I'm thinking something good's happening down on that surface, or on the way to the surface.
Oh, they're clapping?
Yeah, maybe like the chutes openers.
Well, one guy was clapping, so that's probably what he's in charge of.
Yeah.
What's the rover's name?
Perseverance.
That one guy may be in charge of the crash.
Thank you.
They named it.
The drone is Ingenuity. The rover is Perseverance.
They named it after Otangelo. It's called the Dunning-Kruger.
Very good.
So Cell and his sidekick Emery were going on about how Speed and all those guys, they hate they get all scared when we call the Cell a machine or a factory or whatever, and it's like, no, Cell, we're just trying to tell you it's a fucking metaphor, a useful metaphor, very useful metaphor. If you're teaching biochemistry, it's really good to have those diagrams and those little, metaphors.
He says, so this actually is what Otangelo believes, that Demeter was backing up his claims. He says, ask him again
Oh my God.
proteins are machines.
Okay, this is proof that he didn't listen to a thing Demeter said.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God! So the whole time that he was sitting there nodding his head like that, or with that look on his face, he actually thought Demeter was agreeing with him.
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty good, Otangelo. I've never seen what is it, cognitive dissonance at this level,
Yeah.
or a denial of reality.
I didn't think it was possible.
300 meters. Okay, 300 meters.
I didn't think this was possible, Otangelo, but you just our opinion of you just the standard was just lowered.
Oh, they're clapping. They're jumping around. Look at that.
Down.
Well, is this premature? Premature clapulation?
Well, no, because Downey Thomas said they were in the blackout period. So this is the 7 minutes delay of them.
God damn. Are we getting good at this or what? Because Mars was really difficult to land shit on. They had like a lot of failures, and lately I think they've been hitting it pretty good. So 20 meters. I think you're late, Downey Thomas. I think it's actually 0 meters. Cool. Mills to biological machines, from mills to molecules. Oh no, I'm not going to give you a wrench back today. I don't feel like it. I don't know. Well, that's good news. I'm so something. Oh wow, it's 2021. Something good happened. Maybe things.
I know. Maybe this is the start of a trend.
It is.
Until it comes back and brings the next pandemic with it.
And Biden happily told us by Christmas our lives are going to be back to normal. And I'm sitting there.
No. I want better than normal.
I'm sitting there with a gun in my mouth. Christmas? What? I have to wait till Christmas? What? Fuck.
God damn it, dude. You're 70 years old. Christmas is only like 2 weeks away for you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I have what I need. Sorry, we have seen the completion of EDL 3000. Copy activity.
What are they saying? Oh my God, he linked Discovery Institute. No.
No. Well, Otangelo, have you read from start to finish Daniel J. Nicholson's paper, Is the Cell Really a Machine?
Okay, Claude Bernard.
He informed me like he hides from me in other chats at other places, but maybe he ought to read that particular paper from start to finish, like I do all the papers I endeavor to read, and maybe that might make him not so sure.
Okay, so this is Piccolini, biological machines, from cells to molecules. But the top hits I get are from creationist sites. When you search for that paper, those are the top hits you get. So Otangelo gets all of his reading material from creationist sites. That's where he gets it. Why is that, Otangelo? Why every time I search one of your papers, the top hits I get are creationist sites?
I'll be
Hey, our
showing you
looks like our staff and crew are really happy about you giving them Friday afternoon off.
Oh yeah.
They just really like you, Speed.
Yeah, so our show is going to really suck tomorrow because we're not going to have the staff, our usual staff. So our production value is going to be way down tomorrow. I just want to warn you out there.
You know, while I had the mute button on, I got a call from the county, and they scheduled me to get my second dose tomorrow morning.
I fucking hate you. I really, really hate you right now, Scott.
Well, why? You haven't got yours yet, Speed?
No, Christ, Minnesota is so fucked up. They have no idea where the vaccine is. Nobody knows where the vaccine is. We know there's vaccine, but we don't know where it is, and we can't seem to get it distributed.
Which of those papers is from a creationist source?
What's that?
Los Angela asks, which paper is from a creationist source?
That's not what I said. I said when I search for the paper, the top links on Google are all creationist sites because they like the name of the paper or they like something about what the paper says. So creationist sites are where you get it, and I'm pretty sure that's where you get. That's how you find your papers. Because why is it that every time I search one of your papers, I get creationist site links? I'm pretty sure you didn't find these independently, and then they found them independently, and it's a fucking coincidence that 9 times out of 10, the papers you link are known by every creationist site. You guys have to stop cherry picking quotes because we're not buying it. We ain't buying it.
Ain't going
to buy it. You ain't right. You ain't right. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'd like to end the show early today in celebration of this rover landing.
You going to go rub one out now?
John, I'm 70 years old. How in the fuck would I begin to do that?
Well, you just seemed excited, so.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna go get.
How would I begin to do that?
I'm gonna go get the mail. Where would I even look for that? You know, I mean, how would I find it?
It's that tiny, huh?
Yeah, with the 20 pounds I put on my belly in the last year, I don't think I could find it. It's gone. She gone. It's the second thing to go. No, it's the first thing to go, actually. That's it. It's the first thing to go. Okay, so I found both your papers, Otangelo. You can quit now. I gotta go read 2 papers.
You found both of your papers, and it's right on time there, Otangelo, because Speed ran out of toilet paper this morning.
Assembly of ribosomes and spliceosomes, complex ribonucleoprotein machines. God, they search for everything that says machine or factory.
Or there's another one, assembly. Like, why the fuck do they use words like that?
Well, biologists were happy to use these metaphors for, 50 years. And now all of a sudden, the creationists discovered how you can pretend that a metaphor is not a metaphor.
Right.
Or an analogy is it's the real thing.
Or to use Thomas Kuhn's methodology, it's a paradigm. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got another phone call, this time from the city, and they're going to not charge me property taxes anymore.
What?
I'm just kidding. Actually, it was a boil water announcement.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Don't make me fly down there, Scott.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that, Speed? That was like one of Biden's executive orders.
Yeah, everybody but those people living in Minnesota don't have to pay property taxes anymore. It's great.
Yeah, everybody but Minnesota gets vaccines, according to Biden. What do we do to piss him off?
But anyway, no, apparently a lot of pipes are breaking for the city, and so we have to boil all our water till at least Sunday.
So you have to do what? Right? You have to run it?
Boil it.
But, oh, yeah. Okay.
Before we consume anything, we have to boil it.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
I don't understand that. How can they say, okay, at least till Sunday? Like, to me, that sounds like, how could they know that any biological things that might harm you will be gone by Sunday.
By Sunday, yeah.
Well, I
That's just
assume
like,
they have a process, and that they're just estimating.
and then that's like near where I live. There's beaches, and then they'll shut a beach down because of E. coli or something, and they'll say it'll be back open by Thursday. Like, how the fuck do you know that? Like,
who's that asshole from senator from Texas who's on his way to the Bahamas and had a little film?
Yeah, freaking Cruz.
Yep, he's taking a little vacation while the rest of Texas is freezing their asses off and dying.
You know, like you do, because you're representing the people of Texas.
Yep,
working hard for them.
Working hard.
I mean, how you talk about Otangelo's cognitive dissonance? How can you be a senator of a state that is having the problem that's having now, and then go to the Bahamas? Like, I just can't imagine how you would make that decision. You know, you would think the decision would be, you know what, I'm going to go to where it's hit hardest, and I'm going to set up a tent, a stove, and I'm going to, I don't, it fucking kills me.
So this is interesting. So James took down the debate, or somebody took down the debate.
Which debate?
The cider and port, Leo versus Smokey.
Really?
CJ. And James Coons just reached out to me and asked me to share that file to him. So apparently he didn't have a copy of it either.
I mean, and Cider and Port just mirrored it the other day, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, because somebody asked me to download it, and I can't remember why I had it downloaded, but I had it downloaded. I don't know.
Kathy says Ted Cruz actually went to Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we don't
the Bahamas. It's all
nasty lies about Ted Cruz. Yeah, Cancun is much more acceptable than wherever it was.
Yep. I'm an advocate of Earth seceding from the southern hemisphere. Cut her in half. Let her go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, all the stuff, though, the goo in the middle will run out, though. We won't have a magnetic field anymore.
That chewy nougat and the sweet fruit center.
Yeah, the sweet creamy center.
Yeah. All the glaciers will slide off the edge.
Yeah, like
the equator.
Like all the idiots that are out there now, down there in Texas right now, freezing their asses off, going, "Yeah, global warming. Look what's happening to us."
Yeah. Well, this is kind of part of weather change and global warming.
I know.
Possibility these fronts pushing further than they ever had before.
Well, because there's more moisture in the atmosphere.
Yeah, could get dicey. I know they've been hitting for the last 4 years, but we used to have them a long time ago too, except that we didn't know what they were back in the 60s. We just knew that we were freezing our asses off. That's what we knew.
I mean, here, so like at least where I'm at, like the last few winters have been relatively mild, and now we're getting pounded this year. But I remember when I was a kid, I lived in, somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains, and like the snow would hit in mid-October and the ground would be white until fucking March. You didn't get it snows for a few weeks and then you get a warm spell and it all melts, and that never happened.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
So Gutsy Gibbon has a premiere at 4 p.m. Central Time. Plankton precludes creationism.
Isn't it 4 p.m. Central right now?
Wait a minute.
It's 3 Central.
3.
Yeah, that was. Then I think Dapper Dino has some sort of video concerning jungle jargon later tonight. So it looks like it might be pretty good this evening. I think there are going to be premieres though.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Stephanie. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. 60 years. What has come from going to the moon? What? Are you kidding me? Do you know how much stuff we as a society got from the science that was developed to go to the moon?
Yeah. Military kind of drives our space program, though. You know? So I can't find Dapper. Oh, there it is. A Tale of Jungle Jargon. That ought to be good. Let me.
Something to do with Y chromosomes?
Probably.
Or he said jungle jargon, so it's probably something to do with missing chromosomes.
No. So what the heck is going? Oh, this is just the trailer. So he's got a trailer up, but I'm not sure if he's got the actual.
I think he plays the trailer whenever you click on something that's scheduled.
Oh, but it's like taking forever to refresh here. Stop it. I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, guys, let's end this today. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
it was actually quite a fun interchange.
Yeah.
Why did we lose Midnight?
I don't know. He just disappears now and then. So I'm going to be talking to Dessel Drace tomorrow about neutral theory. I'm not sure if we're going to do it privately or if we're ever going to premiere it, but that should be very interesting.
Yeah, you should do it privately and premiere it. And that way, some of us who don't quite know about neutral theory could benefit from it.
Yeah, I'm still working hard to get my mind around Chimera's book, which is filled with partial differential equations and lots of things that are very difficult to really figure out. And then he's not very good at really saying what he means most of the time. So
hit the goddamn like button.
Yeah, hit the goddamn like button. What do you think of my banner? I'm always.
It's a banner.
You'll notice that I'm always like straight to the point.
Yeah, I think it's part of the course. It fits you.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, I mean, I can. When I read that line, I hear it in my head in your voice, Speed. Otangelo left us with something since we're closing the show. One more great Otangelo line, I guess. Even if the earth were old, that would not mean that there is no God.
Oh, so a yak and a global.
Thank you for that profound and original insight, Otangelo, because we're all hanging our beliefs about God on the age of the earth.
So this is Stephanie Tretton on the shape of the earth. I think it could be a tree.
Ooh, well, they're the Vikings, or should I say the Nordic people in their religion. There was a world tree, so maybe that's what Odin got sacrificed on.
Stephanie, are you okay? Are you okay, Stephanie? Stephanie, you smell toast? Are you tasting pennies?
So actually, shooting guns in the air, don't do that, kids. Don't ever fucking do that. Those bullets come back down. You remember in where the hell was it, Kuwait, where they all, they won the war and they were shooting guns in the air, and I think like 10 of them got killed.
Yeah, they killed each other.
It's like, oh my god, did they fuck up? But
and usually though, like you shoot a gun in the air, and if it comes down and kills somebody, it's somebody that's like miles away.
yeah, like there was a 4-year-old girl playing in the lawn. She got killed by a bullet that somebody shot up in the air in Minneapolis about 20 years ago, and kind of a famous case. I mean, holy shit, that is bad luck.
Hey, Otangelo, he's in the chat now. He is he's refuting the Bible.
Otangelo is?
Yeah. He said the tree of life is bunk. Said the tree of life is bunk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to end this. Let's go away, guys.
All right,
So-
sir.
We don't have a Leo to say the science thing, so
Goodbye, Brain Bug. Goodbye, Otangelo.
I'm sorry.
Stay,
Yeah, I'm
Goodbye,
sorry.
Leo.
curious.
Sorry, Brain Bug.
Otangelo's a flat earther, apparently, too.
Okay. Goodbye, cruel world.